Hello, my most amazing and awesome artists. If you're viewing this video, it's probably because you are the winner of a slime making day in art. Woohoo! If you're not, then that just means that you're watching on YouTube on your own and ignore the competition thing. So anyway, today you get to make slime. Now we need to make it the school safe way, and we also need to stay pretty clean so the other classes don't get too jealous when they see glue or supplies out on your table. So we're gonna make sure we keep it pretty clean, and you do that by wearing an apron. You do have to wear an apron today because I don't want that glue getting on your clothes and the food dye. That stuff can stain and your parents won't be too happy. So please make sure that you get yourself an apron and put it on before you get started. Also take off any jackets and roll up sleeves. If you don't want to get glue and slime all over those sleeves, roll them up or take them off. After I'm ready, here's the supplies we're going to be using to make our slime today. We will be using Elmer's glue, baking soda. Oh, and the measurements for that was 2/3 cup of Elmer's glue. We're going to be using a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 cup of water, 1.5 tablespoons of saline solution. That's like contact solution. I wear contacts, so I use this every day. You will have food dye to dye your slime, whatever color your team wants. Now, here's the catch. You do have to agree on a color. Now, you can switch table teams to a different color to agree on that color. So the first thing we're going to do today is we will get organized into teams who want to make the same color. You can only have 4 to 5 people working at a team. So that way you get the most slime. You're gonna wanna work with the least amount of people so that you get the most slime to take home today. You will have red, yellow, and blue food dye. Those are the primary colors. With the primary colors, you can make any color. That would be the secondary colors. So it's going to be a little bit of a color mixing color wheel challenge to see how many drops of each you need to make whatever color you want. There will be shaving cream and lotion that you can add to it to make it a little bit more fluffy if you would like to have fluffy slime, or if it gets a little too dried out and you need that lotion, we will have those add-ins available. To create your slime today the safe way, we have 2/3 of a cup of Elmer's glue, we have 1/2 of a teaspoon of baking soda, we have 1/4 cup of water, and we've got 1 cup of shaving cream, primary colors of food coloring, and then 1.5 tablespoons of contact solution. Today you're going to be doing a little bit of science to mix these things up. Now it's super important that you take your time and mix these things in this exact order in order for your slime to be successful. The first thing you need to do is get a plastic bag and write your name on it and your class code with a Sharpie. It's going to be super important so you can take your slime home with you today. So write your name with a Sharpie on that plastic bag. As long as your class code is on there too, you'll get to take it home. Now today, you will be sharing with a table team. You'll be working with 4 to 5 people. Now, you can choose who you work with after this video. You are going to be choosing who you work with based on the color of slime that you want to make. So you're going to be picking your tables or your teams based on the color of slime that you want to make today. You only want to work with 4 to 5 people so that you get an equal amount of slime because everybody's got the same recipe and same ingredients. You're going to start by pouring your glue into your team's bowl. You're going to want to make sure that you assign somebody at your table to scoop out all of that glue. It's really important to get as much as you can out of the cup. We will be throwing these cups away when you're done, so please make sure that you use as much of the material as you can out of it. I do not have any more to give you, so make sure that you use everything in the cup. The only reason that you wouldn't is if you decide that you need more or less of an ingredient. If you're a slime making expert, then you're going to be using water. Pour in that water. And then there's one more thing you need to activate it before you mix it up, and that's baking soda. Then everybody at your table or the designated people can mix it up with their plastic spoons. Please don't dig in with your hands yet, as it would be a little too sticky icky at this point to mix. After you mix it up, then we can talk about the next ingredient. After it starts getting into a consistency that's nice and mixed, you can think about adding our next ingredient, which is our shaving cream. Now, the shaving cream is optional. If you would like to add shaving cream, it makes your slime fluffier. So if you know that you want fluffy slime with your group, then you can add that shaving cream. If you don't, then you don't have to add shaving cream. This is an optional ingredient. But if you do want to add it, this would be the time to add it in. Then mix it real good. Now we can talk about color. Color, baby, color. You're gonna have to know your color wheel pretty well to mix in your colors. So you'll have the primary colors today, red, yellow, and blue. To mix in your color, you're gonna need to know that red, yellow, and blue will make brown if you mix all the colors together. So you can only use up to 3 drops of one color at a time. So I'm gonna start with 3 drops of blue. And I want purple, so I'm adding 3 drops of red. Please do not add any more than that much, or it might be too much. After I mix up my color, then I'll talk about dividing up that slime into equal quarters or fifths, depending on how many people are at my table team. I'm dividing mine into a quarter. I'm gonna put my quarter safely in my bag. If it's too sticky, you might wanna use some lotion on your hands. Also, when you're cleaning up, make sure not to dump it into the sink. Make sure you're using an art wipe first before. Oh, and don't forget to add that contact solution in. That's going to be what makes the slime come together. All right, artists, have fun today.